Will Jamie and Claire's timeless love survive the ultimate test of war, magic, and fate? Outlander Season 8. The final chapter promises an explosive conclusion to their epic saga unraveling decades-old mysteries, heart-wrenching sacrifices, and a shocking twist that could rewrite the Frasers' destiny. From Claire's awakening as a mystical healer to the truth behind Jamie's ghostly apparition, the final season dives into the chaos of the Revolutionary War, time-bending revelations, and a bittersweet farewell to Stars' iconic romance. Here's everything the explosive trailer reveals and the secrets it's still hiding. As the mist clears over the Scottish Highlands and the drums of revolution echo across 18th century America, Outlander prepares to deliver its most monumental chapter yet. Season 8, the final installment of Stars' sweeping epic, is poised to close the curtain on Jamie and Claire Frasers' legendary love story, but not without unraveling a tempest of war, magic, and destiny. The newly released trailer offers a haunting glimpse into the Frasers' last stand, blending fiery battles, cryptic visions, and the lingering question that has haunted fans since Season 1. What does Jamie's ghostly apparition truly mean for their future? In its final season, Outlander weaves a haunting tapestry of love, legacy, and the inexorable march of history. Season 8 confronts the ultimate question: can Jamie and Claire Frasers' bond forged across centuries endure the collision of war, prophecy, and the ghosts of their past? As the American Revolution erupts around them, the series pits personal devotion against collective duty, time-bending magic against brutal reality, and the weight of destiny against the fragile hope of free will. From Claire's ascension as La Dame Blanche, a healer straddling myth and medicine, to Jamie's reckoning with a spectral omen that has shadowed him since Season 1, the story unravels the Frasers' role in shaping history, and the cost of rewriting fate itself. The final season plunges Jamie and Claire into the heart of the American Revolution, where the chaos of war tests their enduring love and resilience. As Jamie leads militias through brutal battles like Monmouth, he faces impossible moral choices between loyalty to the revolutionary cause and protecting his family. Claire, meanwhile, becomes both a beacon of hope and a target. Her reputation as La Dame Blanche grows, and her 20th century medical knowledge, perceived as mystical by 18th century allies and enemies, places her in constant peril. The stakes escalate when Claire sustains a life-threatening injury during the conflict, leaving her survival uncertain and forcing her to confront whether she must return to her own time or remain with Jamie, a decision echoing the tragic sacrifices of their past. A seismic revelation reshapes the Fraser family's legacy. Season 7's cliffhanger, where Claire hears Fanny singing a lullaby tied to her stillborn daughter, Faith unravels into evidence that Faith may have survived her supposed death. Flashbacks to Season 2's heartbreaking childbirth intertwine with present-day investigations into Fanny's lineage, exposing a hidden network of time travelers and conspiracies targeting the Frasers. The mysterious sisters, Frances and Jane, hold keys to Faith's survival and connections to future timelines, raising questions about how a 20th century song exists in the 18th century sea. This discovery forces Jamie and Claire to grapple with unresolved grief and the possibility of a living heir, while time travel risks loom over Brianna and Roger's potential return to the past. Jamie's ghostly apparition, a haunting presence since Season 1, takes center stage as visions of his own mortality surface. These spectral omens tie into prophecies about his role in the revolution's outcome and his bond with Claire. Showrunners suggest the ghost symbolizes their timeless connection even in death, with its resolution likely involving a bittersweet sacrifice or metaphysical twist. Roger and Brianna's research into historical records uncovers clues that could either alter the Frasers' destiny or cement their place in history, blurring the lines between free will and fate. New characters deepen the intrigue. Captain Charles Cunningham, a retired British soldier with ties to Lord John Grey, navigates shifting loyalties as the war escalates. Meanwhile, Amaranthus Grey's enigmatic presence threatens Jamie and Lord John's fragile alliance. The season also sows seeds for the prequel Outlander, Blood of My Blood, exploring Jamie and Claire's parents through a new generational lens. Flashbacks or ancestral revelations, bridging the Fraser and Beauchamp bloodlines across generations. The trailer's climax teases a final showdown blending war, magic, and heartbreak. Jamie, haunted by past failures, seeks redemption by securing his family's legacy, whether through victory in battle or ensuring Claire's survival. A potential Fraser family reunion comes at a catastrophic cost as the dangers of time travel intensify. The season condenses material from Diana Gabaldon's Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone and her unreleased 10 the Book, taking creative liberties to conclude the series ahead of the novels. Filming wrapped in September 2024, with speculation pointing to a late 2025 or early 2026 premiere. As the series closes, it reaffirms its legacy through a tapestry of love, sacrifice, and historical grandeur. The finale promises to honor fan-favorite characters while delivering a poignant end to Jamie and Claire's epic romance, one where heartbreak and hope collide, leaving an indelible mark on the saga's enduring legacy. Outlander Season 8 introduces several pivotal new characters who deepen the Revolutionary War-era drama and intertwine with the Fraser family's fate. Captain Charles Cunningham, Kieran Boo, a retired British soldier with close ties to Lord John Grey, navigates fractured loyalties as the war escalates, forcing him to choose between allegiance to the crown and sympathy for the American rebels. His presence strains Jamie and Lord John's alliance, adding moral complexity to wartime strategies. His mother, Elspeth Cunningham, Frances Tomalty, embodies the older generation's pragmatism, influencing her son's decisions while clashing with younger characters' revolutionary fervor. Amaranthus Grey, Carla Woodcock, an enigmatic addition to the Grey family, arrives with veiled motives that threaten to unravel existing alliances. Her role sparks speculation about ties to William Ransom, Jamie's son, and potential inheritance disputes, positioning her as a wild card in Jamie and Lord John's delicate political balancing act. Her interactions hint at secrets tied to the Fraser bloodline and the broader Grey family legacy, complicating Jamie's efforts to protect his loved ones amid the war's chaos. These characters amplify the season's exploration of moral ambiguity, generational conflict, and the personal toll of revolution. Captain Cunningham's wartime choices mirror Jamie's struggle to reconcile duty with family, while Amaranthus's shadowy agenda ties into long-standing mysteries about identity and lineage. Though not directly tied to the prequel Outlander, Blood of My Blood, their focus on legacy and ancestry subtly foreshadows themes central to the upcoming series about Jamie and Claire's parents. Casting details and behind-the-scenes teases suggest these roles will challenge the protagonists in unexpected ways, layering the final season with fresh intrigue as it races toward its epic conclusion. As the curtain falls on Outlander's epic saga, Season 8 delivers a poignant, thunderous finale that binds love, war, and destiny into an unforgettable conclusion. Jamie and Claire Fraser's journey, a timeless dance across centuries, culminates in the crucible of the American Revolution, where their bond faces its fiercest trial yet. Claire's near-fatal injury at the Battle of Monmouth forces a harrowing choice: return to the 20th century to save herself or remain in the past, risking death to stay with Jamie. Her decision echoes the series' core theme: love is both salvation and sacrifice, while reigniting the haunting question of whether fate can truly be defied. The revelation of Faith Fraser's survival, hidden for decades, rewrites the Fraser legacy. Flashbacks to Claire's traumatic childbirth in Paris intertwine with Fanny's lineage, exposing a clandestine network of time travelers who have manipulated the family's path. This thread not only heals old wounds but sets the stage for Brianna and Roger's perilous return to the 18th century, where reuniting with Jamie and Claire comes at a devastating cost. Meanwhile, Jamie's ghostly omen, a specter lingering since Season 1, finds resolution in a metaphysical twist. New characters like Captain Charles Cunningham and Amaranthus Grey amplify the final season stakes, tying together threads of legacy, identity, and the enduring power of love. As the curtain falls on Outlander's epic saga, Season 8 delivers a finale that is both thunderous and hauntingly intimate, binding love, war, sacrifice, and destiny into an unforgettable conclusion. Jamie and Claire Fraser's journey, a timeless dance across centuries, culminates at the fiery heart of the American Revolution. Yet amid musket fire and crumbling empires, their fiercest trial isn't war, it's time itself. Claire, gravely wounded during the Battle of Monmouth, is faced with a devastating choice: return to the 20th century and survive, or remain in the 18th and risk death to stay with Jamie. Her decision staying behind echoes the show's central truth, that love is both salvation and sacrifice. It reignites the most haunting question of all: can fate truly be defied? But just when the dust of war begins to settle, a revelation detonates through the Fraser family like cannon fire. A ghost, a grave, a lie. For decades, the series teased Jamie's ghost, the mysterious figure who watched Claire from a Scottish window in the very first episode. In Season 8, that mystery is finally unraveled, and it's not what anyone expected. As Jamie's health begins to fail in the aftermath of battle, he is plagued by vivid dreams and spectral visitations. At Lallybrook, while tending the hearth one twilight evening, Jamie sees Claire not as she is now, but as she was in the 1940s, radiant, unknowingly waiting to be pulled through time. She reaches out to him, but behind her stands another figure. His ghostly double, younger, somber, and grim. But this spirit isn't merely Jamie from another time. It's his brother. William Fraser, long believed stillborn, was secretly rescued at birth by a clandestine society of time travelers who manipulated bloodlines to serve a higher cause. Now long dead in the 20th century, William's ghost returns to warn Jamie. His life has never been his own. The Frasers were never just pawns in history, they were engineered to change it. Faith's survival and the betrayal behind it. The revelation of Faith Fraser's survival was long anticipated. Fanny, a mysterious young woman who emerges as a key player this season, is revealed to be Faith's granddaughter. She presents Jamie and Claire with a time-worn letter from Faith herself, detailing how she was whisked away to the 20th century by an ally of Claire's from the future one who sought to protect her from a prophecy surrounding her birth. But what's written in that letter tears open fresh wounds. Faith never forgot her parents, never forgave them for leaving her behind, because they didn't. The true betrayal came not from Claire or Jamie, but from Brianna. In a shocking twist, it is revealed that Brianna, driven by fear after a vision of Faith's tragic death, intervened through time travel to ensure her sister was taken to safety, knowing her parents would never consent. This hidden act, kept secret for years, fractures the family. Claire is devastated. Jamie is furious. Brianna's decision, though born of love, has echoes of manipulation. The family's bond is tested as never before. The revelation forces them all to confront an impossible question: can you forgive someone for trying to rewrite fate even if they save a life? A new lineage, a new legacy. Amid the chaos, new characters deepen the mystery. Captain Charles Cunningham, a British officer with ties to Lord John Grey, proves to be more than he seems. His presence strains alliances as he wrestles with loyalty to the crown and growing sympathy for the rebels. But his connection to the Fraser family isn't just political, it's personal. Secretly, he is the illegitimate son of Dougal Mackenzie, making him Jamie's half-brother. Even more startling is Amaranthus Grey, whose veiled motives conceal a game-changing truth. She is a direct descendant of Geolis Duncan, the infamous time traveler and sorceress. Amaranthus has inherited not just Geolis' cunning, but her vision of a future where time travel is weaponized. Her interest in William Ransom, Jamie's son, is far more than romantic. It's strategic. Her goal? To ensure the Fraser bloodline remains powerful across all timelines. But as prophecies begin to align with free will, her manipulations trigger events that spiral out of control. Jamie's final choice and the twist that redefines the series. In a breathtaking final scene, Jamie, elderly, weathered, alone, sits by the fire at Lallybrook. The war has ended. Claire is gone, having finally succumbed to injuries she never truly recovered from. Her passing is quiet, wrapped in love and moonlight, but her presence lingers. The ghost of young Jamie appears one final time, watching his older self with longing. But he isn't alone. The camera pans to reveal Claire, her spirit, standing beside the younger Jamie. They look on, silent and smiling, as old Jamie closes his eyes for the last time. His final words are not in English, but Gaelic. The Gael agam ort, Elenin. I love you, my darling. The ghost dissolves into light and we realize the Jamie we saw in Season 1, staring up at Claire through the window, was never the real Jamie. It was William Fraser, his lost brother, watching over the woman he never met but always protected. Their souls, entangled across timelines, have ensured the Fraser line would endure, and the price was everything. Epilogue: A New Dawn. The series ends not with Jamie and Claire, but with Fanny standing at Crane Dun. She holds Faith's ashes in her hands and whispers, "You brought us here. Now I'll carry us forward." As she steps into the stones, disappearing into light, a new saga begins. Don't vanish into the stones yet. If you're as breathless as we are after that finale, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for every hidden clue, theory, and twist you might have missed. From ghostly doubles to time-traveling betrayals, Outlander Season 8 delivers not just closure but revelation. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did Brianna go too far? Is William Fraser the key to everything? What did Amaranthus really want? Let's unravel the final mystery together. Subscribe now because the story isn't over. Blood of My Blood is coming. And trust me, it changes everything.